Alright, I'm here at our flip property we just completed. Gonna kind of do a little brief walkthrough and see if there's any things that I would change if we were to do it again. We just left the old deck and just pressure washed it, painted the railing, we did a new front door, light and stuff. I think first impression is key. I think the first 15 seconds from the street view is very important, and then the first 15 seconds when you walk in. So this is what you see. And then we went with glossy white cabinets because it's likely going to be a rental because it's close to a college. Quartz countertop, and then I upgraded to like a black sink to kind of match the whole, not just the stainless steel flip special. We did the subway tile. I don't know if I would do that again. I think next time I would do hexagons or something that would kind of make it look like it's not just a flip. In the bedrooms, I don't think I would change anything. We just put new trim everywhere and painted it, and then put these flush mount lights in all the bedrooms. We went with this tile in the bathroom. Maybe I would go with like a light gray, something little bit different so that it's not the same as everybody. And then we went with the white, just that plastic shit in the bathtub. We upgraded for these light up mirrors because it's likely going to be students, and I think that's a cool feature. This roof was pretty good shape, so we just left it. I think it kind of dates the house. I don't know if it would have been worth the extra day or whatever of sanding that all flat, but it is what it is. It is a double, like the basement we finished out to be a unit. One thing that we did not put like, this is not a fire rated door, but I don't think it matters because it's not like a legal unit. It doesn't have separate utilities. So, but this one is a fire rated door. This unit's pretty good. The bedroom there. We just did the same thing, paint it, put new trim on. We put the same floor throughout the whole place. I think next time I would tile this kitchen and this whole living room area, and then do this vinyl floor for the bedrooms because it looks a bit warmer. Then we just went with all white down here because there's only one window, and that's lost bright enough, and then with the lights it just like brightens everything right up. I think that's good. I think I would go with a different pattern countertop. I think this is a little bit overdone, but people still love it, so it's one of those things where it's kind of hard to know if you should keep it or change it. And then same with the bathroom. We did the similar style marble, looking tile, and then just your Home Depot special vanity. One thing that sucked here was this backyard. So right here was a huge cement pad that was not poured properly. So I'm gonna back up here. So from here, from the air conditioner all the way to the driveway, I don't know if you can see where the new grass is. Yeah, about here. So that's like 15 feet by like 40 feet or 30 feet of cement slabs it was. And it was all leaning towards the house. So when it rained, there was like 3 or 4 inches of water that pooled up against the foundation. And then when we had the inside gutted, we could see some water seepage. So then we opted to remove it all. That was a pretty good expense because underneath here was also a septic tank. So we had to get that emptied and filled with gravel, right? So that's the kind of things that you run into on a flip. Um, this used to be a yellow brick bungalow. The lighting kind of doesn't do it justice, but um, so yeah, it was pretty rough. So we opted to paint it gray. I don't know if that's right or wrong decision, but it just sets it apart because the neighboring house was recently renovated and they painted that brick white. You see, you can kind of see it, and you can kind of tell the lines where the brick has been repointed, which is not terrible, but like, and up close, the white really shows defects, whereas this only shows kind of where the grout or where the mortar is a little bit deeper than over here. Here the mortar is like almost flush with the bricks. Here the mortar is a bit deeper, so it causes a little bit of contrast. Um, we put a new roof on just because it had brown shingles and it looked so stupid. Um, but yeah, this backyard was a pretty good unexpected expense. Um, Besides that, it went pretty good to plan. These doors, this front and back door was like 2 weeks that we were waiting on them. So we had to delay listing it for sale for about 2 weeks. The garage, it used to be all, I don't know, really shitty looking. So we opted to paint it all white. I should have taped off the floor, but didn't. And then we put in LED lights. But even without that, like, it's lots bright enough. And it's like 35 feet. And then that used to be the front door for this house that we just put at the back there. You can kind of see the opening that was there was a little bit taller. But that was just like an old interior door that used to be there. And we put the exterior door from the house here. And then this was the other. That was the other exterior door from the house that we put onto the garage just to kind of update the whole look. We did leave the old garage door. It's just a one-piece steel door, but it's in good shape, so we just painted it black to match. And this garage actually used to be yellow siding. I don't know if you can. No, we painted it. I did. I painted it myself, and I think it turned out quite well. It was a very light, I mean, a very gross looking yellow, and then to paint it this color, even the spots that, like where it overlaps, when you compare the two, you can hardly tell. So I think that was a very good decision. It does have a couple of defects, like a crack there, but besides that, I think it's perfect. I just got to do a bit of capping around that door, and then yeah, we are ready for the market.